Okay. Is my camera, the background's not working right?
It's just black.
Yeah, I don't get it. Like, I try to do the custom GIF backgrounds and none of them work except the shit ones that you get by default in Discord. Yeah, so like if I do this, the shit Discord ones work, but if I pick anything else, it's not working. It's from Discord itself, right? I just did the choose a GIF.
Before after an update once, you had to restart.
Restart Discord or your computer?
I think it was just Discord.
Yeah, I want to try.
Yeah, I just know it's I don't know.
You could
Well, your
roll
401k will roll over most likely unless there's a vesting time that you're.
Yeah, but she's worked there long enough.
Yeah,
she's totally vested. Would be my guess.
Yeah, so your 401k will come with you.
Roth IRA, that goes with you as well. That will not go with you.
Well, the pension, if you're qualified in the pension, you'll, I forget what the matured or what the language is for it, but they usually if you keep it long enough, they'll offer to buy you out of it. That's what happened with my Bronson pension. I mean, I didn't get much, but they offered me to buy me out of the pension, in which case I got a cash sum that I rolled into my 401k. Yes. You have to look up it's like based on numbers of hours that you've worked and whatever their qualification criteria are, but if you've met all those criteria, like I didn't have much. I mean, I was gonna get like I don't know, maybe $100 a month or something from it. I hadn't worked there long enough for it to get like big, but I'd worked there long enough that even if I left, I would get the pension. That's why places don't want to do pensions anymore. It stays on the books for a long time.
Yeah, but I don't know how much you have in your pension, but if you can go get a 20 grand raise somewhere else, that will probably offset your pension. Because you still have a lot of time left to work. Hey Paul, what are the snake people trying to summon? What's the name of it?
A yig.
He's like a god, right?
Yeah, it's one of the elder gods. Yeah, similar to Cthulhu and whatnot.
Spell it.
Y-I-G.
That's it?
Yep.
Probably would make it harder.
Yeah. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I was watching a YouTube video by Sandy Peterson talking about Yig, and I don't know, kind of his theory is that Yig is an elder god that was actually created by the Serpent Folk, whereas like all the other elder gods, because Yig's like different from all the others.
That was a good Sandy Peterson video. Also, you have a hot mic, and you're talking about 401k on stream. Yep.
Thank you, Brad. That's
All right.
Figure it out later, but I am okay. Now I can turn on the desktop mic. I'm going to figure out, play around with that. But where is my... Did this update again? Ooh, I'm gonna, I was looking at some other thing to show for streaming wise on Steam because it was on sale. I'm thinking I probably should just suck it up and bought it because I'm tired of all these updates from OBS that messes up what I have going on, so I have to relearn everything.
Alright. We good for the recap?
Yeah, I'm gonna keep looking first. There's something that I'm missing on my OBS that makes it so I can actually type to people in Twitch and YouTube without having to go to those particular streams. So I can also see when people are, since the way that I have to have my monitor set up until I get the third one, which I need to get with you and actually get.
Yes.
You said you'd get home after 5. Okay.
Yeah, I do telework on Fridays though.
You do telework on Fridays.
And I have Mondays off. I don't know if either of those days work.
Monday would have worked. It would have worked. I could have came over right after work. That would have worked. So, okay. Yeah, Friday. Oh. You said you do telework on Friday?
Mm-hmm. So I'll be home all day.
Okay. I'll see what I'm doing. If not, it might have to be Saturday.
Okay. Sure.
So, do you like Paul better as a DM, Ashley?
Well, it depends on who killed me recently.
Because you have the font for him in white.
I fixed
questioned
it!
that for a long time now.
I fixed it! I made sure that I fixed it, so it was all ready for last week. I was going to surprise you with that. It was all ready. But,
Slam, how does it sound? When I had the audio on, it sounded kind of weird.
dang, let me put my headset on. That might help. I need to get a Bluetooth thing and something. Just mumble to myself from this whole thing. What I'll need to do, maybe what I should do.
What's your opinion on Roth versus traditional? I'm just reading the chat. Well, Slam, to be honest with you, it's all about whether or not you want to reduce your taxable income.
Mm-hmm.
Whether you should use a Roth or a traditional 401k. So,
which is what
that's
I did that as a rep to bring me out of the bracket, so I paid less in taxes. So, but now I'm at a point where I can't do that anymore. So, I should probably reevaluate what my Roth is, so I can be paid more out of a check.
Yeah, I think it's about like spreading your tax exposure, right?
I did that.
You want to kind of split it, right?
Well, I mean, it depends. If you can, you want to have a lot of things where it's not taxed, right?
Mm-hmm.
So that you reduces your taxable income, like your 401k or like an HSA, right? Where if you're putting money into that, then that's lowering your taxable income. That is tax free.
I did not realize HSA was that way too.
Well, I've heard the Roth might be going away in the next year or two, like they proposed in Congress. Or they're going to. Something to do with, I mean, they're not making any, because you're putting in like pre-tax money, right, and getting it out. Is that what Roth is? You're putting money you already paid taxes on and taking it out later without taxes?
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah, so now that they've had that for a few years and the balances on these Roth accounts are huge and they're not getting any tax money from them, they're like, well, maybe we should do something different where we actually get this money as taxes. So
That
can't do it. Already got money in there.
yeah, or like stopping the program, so like you can keep what you got, but they're not gonna let you put in anymore.
That sucks. Anyway, they can get more money from taxes.
Mm-hmm.
Fun fact, I was...
Welcome to Tax Talk, everybody.
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
Egyptian slaves back in like BC era, they had to pay about BCE. Okay, I don't remember what the update is, but
I mean, we're a lot of white people, and you're throwing a word around that white people shouldn't be throwing around. Just saying.
That's why I started with Egyptian.
And this is recorded.
It's true. But they paid 4% of their income that they had. They paid 4%, whereas like what we're paying in taxes now is far above 4%. It was very interesting. I don't know. I thought that was interesting, anyways. How we're paying more taxes. I'm like, I get the Boston Tea Party. Stop with those taxes. But, you need them for
less
infrastructures.
taxes for the poor.
Huh?
That's what we need. We need less taxes for the poor. More taxes for the rich.
I think they already have a lot of taxes. If you look at what they're actually taxed, they have a lot of taxes. What they do is they find ways to get around it.
No. Before like 1980 or 1970s, they were taxed at a 70% rate, and now they're 30% maybe for wealthy people. Like they used to really get taxed when we used that money to pay to build the highways and like all these other things back pre-Reagan era. But
they also take money and put them in banks that we can't have tax off of. Like they work around the tax system.
Oh yeah, I mean they still don't pay the 30% taxes they're supposed to pay, but
we can tax them 70%. They still will not pay all those taxes. You gotta find a way to tax them before they move the money.
What about the Cthulhu taxes? How many?
Slam, is Ash's mic still bad?
Is it?
Well, I don't know. His note is, before he's talking about deductibles now. So, yep, your mic is still shit.
Oh, great. Testing. Testing. Is that better? Any better there? Can you hear me now? No? I don't know.
I don't know. It sounds clearer for me, but
Yeah, I can hear it pretty clear. It is staticky. I agree. I think that's the issue.
I don't know why.
oh, I don't get any static.
On your...
Well, your audio, I'm not getting any static on it.
Are you listening to... Hi, Romeo. Are you listening
Well,
to...
I'm listening to it on Discord anyway.
Okay,
Not-
that's
Yeah,
what
the
I'm
static is coming through your OBS.
Great.
Because on Discord you're clear.
Great. It just goes with some more of the issues I'm having. Alright, try... What about now? Is that any better? Hi, Bruno. Testing. Testing.
Oh, let me unmute.
Testing. Oh, you don't want to go, Romeo.
No, there's still some static.
But you guys are okay? Like, you guys...
I think there's just general static on the...
Okay. So you guys have static as well? Just trying to-
Yeah, it's just like a background track of static. It's kind of what it's like.
Why? Okay.
I mean, there's static even when nobody's speaking. It's just there.
Okay. Let me...
Yeah, it feels like a record player, you know?
Oh. Let me restart and see if that's gonna fix anything. So we'll be right back.